title? Oh, PC? Yeah, yeah.
The spirits welcome you. Soon we will speak truly for the first time.
Never before have I heard a voice from the unformed land so clearly.
This time we both saw him.
Okay, yeah. I might have to step up to the plate and get like
I call on you for aid.
the Xbox
Consumes the spirits of
or the PlayStation
It has not made him
or
invincible.
both.
He has opened himself up to you.
But how?
Are you not master of the unformed land's power?
Malthael has grasped something greater than I have. He is death itself.
But the spirits would answer your call and aid you if they could be wrested from Malthael's grasp. Go deep within the fortress and set them free.
Okay, so I get that. The PlayStation, you weren't feeling the PlayStation. What the hell is this over here? Oh, portals. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Nephilim. The Black Soulstone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary. Even now it spreads death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
Yeah, I watched some of the Deathgate. Jeez, man, I just don't like the name of that. I watched some of the new Spider-Man. They were playing it on the PS5, and you know, I mean, it was what it was. I mean, again, it's something that I might play, you know, whatever, but it didn't wow me. Kind of like what I play right now is doing. It's not wow me either, but yeah, no, it just didn't wow me. There's only so much you can do, and I guess you could say that about pretty much all the games, you know, but it seemed like it was really on rails. Let's get through that gate. Come on, zap somebody. I'm not doing any damage to these dudes.
Not ready yet. I do not have enough mana.
Yeah, I'm not doing any kind of substantial damage. Okay, he popped.
I am hurt. Need help.
What is going on? Xbox Series X plays PlayStation 2 games. I mean, it's basically a computer. A PlayStation is. How do you feel about their Game Pass, Idol?
I need healing.
I wasted my heal.
I must heal. I must wait longer.
Alright, that was a lot easier than I expected. It shouldn't have been that easy. Okay, I see what you're saying. So what I've heard, I had the PlayStation. I was part of whatever PlayStation Now is, or whatever their subscription-based thing was. But I heard that the Xbox has so many more games. The X is it Game Pass or something like that has so many more games than the PlayStation's version did. Now I don't know because I haven't looked into it that much, but that's what I heard. That's the word on the streets.
They call me a hero. I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge and bargain. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time he may, but that day is not yet here.
PlayStation Plus, yeah.
There must be others who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned with the war and lead them.
I must wait longer. I need healing.
Ooh. Yeah, that's I'm over here reading your comment, Epic. Yeah, that's exactly what the streets were saying. It's like there's an echo in here. Yeah, sorry that death was all on me. I was reading chat. Now there's nothing I can do to stop these dudes here.
I
This
need
is
healing.
I need to run. Okay, alright, let's put a stand here. Let's take this guy
I
out.
must wait longer.
I died right by the pot.
Need help.
Wow, he downgraded. Excuse me. Wow, he downgraded, huh? Because what was the reason for that, Idol? Just because the PS4 didn't cut it, the graphics didn't sell them. Yeah, yeah. Didn't care for any of the games, and that's what it comes down to. You know, talking to my kids, they're kind of growing, and this whole being in the house thing basically for a year, kind of isolating us, kind of
Need healing.
giving them a new perspective. They've been playing one of the well-known shooter games where you build things. I don't want to say the game's name, but I think y'all kind of get the idea. You run around, shoot stuff, and build as you shoot, and it just after buying so many skins. I mean, we spent probably 60, 70 bucks on skins over the whole course of the year. $5 here, $12 there, that type of thing. And it did nothing to enhance the gameplay. Like you didn't get any weapons, nothing. It was just cosmetics. Even though the game is quote unquote free, I'm doing the air
Need
quotes
help.
right now. I mean, you end up kicking out all this money. So my kids were starting to realize that. I mean, we kind of did the math. hmm We did the math, and they realized like it's a con, and it doesn't help. Doesn't help that they're taking classes that are business economics basics. Things where they're teaching them to think about the economy, value, and all
I
that.
grow weak.
I am literally just running around chatting. But yeah, so they kind of had an epiphany. Of course, with most kids, they forgot the epiphany as soon as the next skin was announced, and I had to remind them that we already went through this. Y'all figure something out.
I am hurt. I cannot do that.
Oh my goodness. So, but yeah, yeah. I tell you, I've said this so many times. I really don't like the fact that they're sold as family consoles, but they mainly sell one player games. Yeah, you can network with people around the world or whatever, or wherever the servers are, but not couch based. My favorite era was the couch based co-op. Yeah, couch co-op was my thing. I loved being able to sit down with my buds or my missus and you know and go through a game, beat a game, just experience a game, not necessarily beat it. There were plenty of games we played that we didn't beat the first sit down, but it was just the fact that they were there. I didn't have to jump in a. Now I've met so many people over the World Wide Web that you know it's not a thing just to find somebody to play with now. But back in the day, I didn't want to wade into that swamp of unknowns just to find somebody to play a game with. Yeah, yeah. The Microsoft's business model is intriguing, Epic, and I feel you, Idle. Now, I wonder the ripple effects. What is this going to do to the industry? Yeah, we're just chatting right now, y'all. I'm going to read some chat and chat with chat. But I'm having a problem with MMOs because even though there's all these people running around, it still feels empty. A lot of them still feel empty. Um, Again, it's that whole not we're not on the same quest. Even though we're on the same quest, all these people on the MMO, we all take the same quest, but it's running at its own speed and its own time. It's not me and my buds or my missus sitting on the couch and we're actually playing the same game together, you know. And so that's kind of my issue with MMOs um, to date. I mean, I played WoW. I've done a couple of them, but it always felt like I was alone. And then there's so many people that have been doing it for so long, or the pay to play thing where they come in and drop $300, and God bless them for being able to have it. I'm not mad at them for having the money. You do what you want with your dough. But they come in and they're buying all the epic gear and all the you know everything, and I'm standing there at level 0 trying to figure out what to do, and they're flying around on these glowing unicorn dragon beasts. you know so I don't know, it's just pretty interesting. I will play the MMOs, I'm not going to lie, because I am in the video game business, as the same as many of us in this stream right now. We're all in the video game business, and so I will play it. I'm not going to say I won't, but off time, where I'm just kicking back with the game, just trying to chill out and see what I want to do. I'm not so inclined to jump on a lot of these MMOs, and spend my time or my dimes, my few dimes. But I digress. Like I said, I kind of just started talking. Now, I like the concept of WoW, as I mean the story of it. I wish it was a regular RPG that I could download and play and just go through it. Kind of without all the millions and millions of people playing. Again, I don't know. It's kind of weird. You're in the crowd, but you still feel lonely. That type of thing. Um, you know. But yeah. Anyways, folks. I appreciate the difference of opinions. I appreciate everybody's viewpoint. And this is a safe space to share those things. And I'm glad y'all feel comfortable enough, discussing it. And honestly, we are a bunch of friends here. We're a bunch of buds. We're all doing our thing. And, in a sense, I mean, in a literal sense, we're colleagues in the same industry, so our viewpoint, all our viewpoints have weight and are valid. Had a few, but he knows deep love. Yeah, the the Xbox does seem closer to the PC experience, and the PC experience to me seems to be more about choice. Now, quite honestly, they priced the PC into out of that more about choice, because now it seems again to me that it's more about what you can afford, which is kind of rough. There was a day when people used to take pride in being able to get something not top dollar running like top dollar, kind of like the dudes did back in the days, dudes and dudettes did back in the days with the hot rods. Apparently that story is those cats basically found the cheapest vehicle they could find and found ways to modify it. Eventually, I mean, and they were junkyard parts, scrap this, scrap that, and then eventually the big money folks, the industries, caught wind of it and started adjusting the marketplace, so it was pretty much the poor guy couldn't build a hot rod like he used to anymore. Um, they just drove the prices up too much, and that's kind of the way the PC seems to be, and it's probably been like that for a while. But now that I'm really getting kind of more involved in this whole world, it really seems like that. I remember the Game Shark. And I think they had one for the PlayStation, the Sega, Nintendo. You used to just be able to put a Game Shark in and get infinite lives and all the special powers and all that kind of stuff. Now you'll get all the games are tied to somebody's server, So if you do any kind of have fun with it, you get banned from the server, and then your $400 device is basically worthless. You know, I was hearing stories of people on the Nintendo Switch getting games that were designated for another country. And I'm doing air quotes all over the place right now, but designated for another country and playing them and getting banned from the Nintendo shop because they bought games that weren't from their country. Like, I don't know. It's getting pretty rough out here in the landscape. But anywho, I'm gonna drop the difficulty level down because there's no way I'm gonna even have quality gameplay on Torment 3, or should I go to Torment 4? There's no way. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do anything. There's no way. I'm going back to Torment 2. Yeah, Doc. PC prices are unnaturally inflated at the moment because of this year. Normally, there are tons of budget options for PC builders, but this year people have been poaching the prices. Yeah, you're right. This year has kind of changed the whole idea of our generation's concept of life, and yeah, without a doubt. People are taking advantage as much as they can, kind of a little bit more than they ever have. And a lot of folks have always, been trying to get the most. But now it's driven a little bit by fear, more so by fear, because you don't know what's going to happen. You want to kind of, Scrooge McDuck your whole everything, just stack it, stack it, and stash it, because you don't know, are you going to be able to get baby wipes tomorrow or whatever the heck's going on. So yeah, that has a lot to do with the market, Doc. And the other thing is knowledge. Idle. This one's to you. Yeah, $700. If you can run some stuff with 700, that's awesome. But I wouldn't know what to buy with this. If I had 700 right now, I wouldn't know what pieces to buy to put together to, say, run. What's the next one coming out? Cyberpunk 2077. I wouldn't know what to do with it. So the knowledge is also power, which kind of ties right back into Doc. Doc was dropping knowledge, man. Um, so yeah. I've heard a couple of websites where it's basically computer folks know where to go type thing, and wow, yeah, computer folks know where to go and they know what to pick out. The prices are good, and they know how to overclock or things like that. What I was real good at, you know, was installing car systems, amps and speakers and head units, and that's the CD player, tape deck, whatever the heck, video player, whatever they got right now. That was my thing, and I knew how to overclock an amp to get it to play more. Hold on, excuse me, I got a cough. And yeah, you used to be able to, do this and do that, and you can make a nice cheap amp. Now you had to cool that sucker down; it'll get hot as a oven. Oh my goodness, it would get so hot you had to cool it down. But you could overclock it and get so much more, 4 or 5 times the amount of bass out of it. Then you do something to your speakers, bridge them, isobaric bandpass them, whatever the heck your little trick was, or all of the tricks, um, and get more bass. And so, but now in that regards, they have cars. The cars are set up where if you remove the radio, the factory radio, the car won't work. Literally, it's tied into the security system. You have to buy this almost $100 part just to be able to put an aftermarket radio in and run bass. Like, it's absolutely wild what's going on. But like they say, times are changing, and you got to kind of roll with the punches. Now, how the heck do I get back to wherever I was? Y'all got me chatting, running my little mouth. Yeah, Idol. We have to get with you on like a message and see if you want to share that build with your boy. Because I really want to play this. Oh my goodness, Cyberpunk 2077. I'm going to get into that. You know, just to experience it, see what it's all talking about. Apparently, cats have been waiting years for this game to come out. Years. And finally, it's on the cusp of coming out, you know. Where are we going? We're going over here.
My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. Though his victories might last a day, or a year, or 100 years, the war will never be won so long as he and his brothers live. There is an end. Fools like my father are too blind to see it.
I cannot do that.
Well, there's another streamer that I watch. He's kind of a big deal. You know, like he has it where we're trying to get, guys. I'm not fronting. This dude is where we're trying to get, and we're not friends or anything like that. You know, it's just I'm just a spectator of his craft. You know, and yeah, he has the ability to get new systems and all that stuff, but he said he's going to wait until he gets the PC version of Cyberpunk to even do it. He's not messing around. I think he has a copy of Cyberpunk for PlayStation 4 already, and he won't play it. He won't play it. He said he's going to wait until he gets the PC version. He feels that strongly about PC and its capabilities. Now, granted, I think his PC is sponsored from his hard work, you know what I mean? The effort he put in. I think he's been in the game for about 7 years or something like that. So, you know, he's earned his love from the industry leaders. But, yeah, man. He has the opportunity to play it right now, tonight. Maybe not on stream, but he could play it at home. They're not stopping people from playing it in your private home. They're just kind of saying don't play it until they officially release it on stream. They don't stream it, so he can be playing it right now. But you know, I take him at his word. He said he hasn't touched it. I mean, he hasn't played it, and you know, he's holding out for the PC release. Yeah, I don't know the protocol. Oh, legendary gear. Ooh, gotta check that out. Yeah, I was saying, I don't know the protocol on this whole streamer thing. I don't want to be like name dropping or anything like that. This industry, this world we're in now, it's like unwritten rules and things like that. So, but I will say, all of my streamer buds, this cat is where we're trying to get to, for sure. Is that a thing? I mean, I don't want to get banned for it. Hold on, poison, intelligence, chance to blind. does that even mean? The butcher still inhabits the cleaver. Oh, bleed. For 351% weapon damage over 5 seconds. Oh, the one I have is still better than that. Oh, well, Cold Carnage then. If it's like a shout out to Cold Carnage. Much respect, dude. Streamer goals. You saw that too, Epic. I saw that, yeah. You know, public service announcement. Yeah. CDPR basically said that anybody who posts vids or streams of 2077 prior to 12/10/2020 will be struck down with righteous fury. That's paraphrasing. Yep. Yep. So, there we go. Man, this thing looks nice. Oh my gosh, it just... Okay, so let me look at this. I might switch up. I don't know if I don't want people fleeing, because that means one of my main attacks won't hit because they're running about. But I could deal with some devastating poison damage and bleed. Oh my goodness. Okay, 351%. Yeah, we're doing it. She's got the big baddie now. She's got the big baddie. All right. So I lower the difficulty and instantly find a legendary. It's not supposed to work like that.
Needs more time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so like I said though, Idol,
I was struck down in the third charge.
they said that, I mean, you can do what you want on your own, like without broadcasting it or whatever, but
Prisoners.
yeah, if you want to not get a fat bill,
Escape in this war. My captor freed me and said that we would meet again.
don't stream it, bro.
Her name was Lilith. Your
Just my advice. Oh, we'll see. Oh, okay. I get you, Idol. I get you. Right on. Like, straight up. I get you, man. I can respect that. You do your thing. Alright, how do I get it? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it started off as fun for me. I'm having fun, but yeah, it started off as fun for me, and I was like, you know what? I think I might want to do this for majority of my income. Like, honestly, it's like, man. But it is fun, though. I'm not lying. I'm having a great time. The people I met, and that's kind of one of the main things. One, I have such a huge library of games that I bought over the years that just never had time to play. But two is the people I've met along this journey, man. Some of the best folks, all of you, most, and pretty much a lot of you showed up in chat tonight.
I brought him to my lair.
You know, straight up, Idol, you, Epic, Doc, oh, Ninja from Norway, Epic Pow. I mean, yeah, I mean, not, excuse me. Hold on, these people are trying to whack me right now. Let me give my shout outs. Real Pow, Sleeping Mongoose, Ninja from Norway, Divine Panda, Literally Mom, Bless This Mess.
Need healing.
I mean, like, for real, I could just keep going.
I am healed.
Hold on, let's see. What's that? Punk, Epidemic, we got Panda, Spartan. Yeah, like, for real. Whole bunch of folks. Jiva. What is it? Hold on. They're gonna make me pull up my list. That's what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna pull up my list, man. For real, that's been the best part of this whole thing, is all the folks I've met. Straight up, all the folks I met. Pawnee G, Crane Bramp, Pascal Groot, XSV, Predator, Jimmy Boy, Weak, Reception. Like, the list is long. The list is long, man. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, there are people that do it, Epic, that they just do it just because they want to do it. They're not looking for anything other than just want to be up there doing their thing, man. Some people, it's about business, and there's some people that are even more so about business than the ones that are about business, if that makes any sense, you know. There's the reasons why people do it are as numerous as there are people doing it. There are a lot of commonalities amongst us, but yeah, nah, man, it's people doing it just to do it sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's in my opinion, you do what you want to do.
Not ready. Need help.
Do what you want to do. As long as nobody's getting hurt, man, be safe and have a good time. That's one of my mottos. But yeah, the folks that I met on this road, that's one of the best parts of it. I didn't know. I had a bad impression of the gaming community from growing up, because I kind of look a little bit tough.
I could never have felt this way about a demon while I was
Okay, so
in the end.
let me let this guy talk.
Strain holds us prisoner to what we've
And I'll tell a
told
quick
to
story.
believe. She and I have made plans. We will bring others to our cause, and together we will escape.
Okay, dude's trying to fight for love. Go ahead. So back when I was growing up, like, I was real big. I was a real big reader. I was really into fantasy books, choose your own adventure and things like that. Just really into fantasy. A lot of the folks I grew up around weren't into any of that, reading, none of that stuff. It was all about bravado and, who's the fastest, who's the strongest, who's the toughest, and all that kind of stuff. And I wasn't ever the fastest, the strongest, or the toughest, but I was always number two. I was a strong, tough, quick, agile dude, but my heart was in the literature and arts and, sciences and things like that, more so than the physical activities. And I guess I kind of have a look of a tough guy or something like that. Well, anyway, I wanted to play D&D, straight up. I wanted to play D&D. I wanted to get in. I wanted to create me a character. I wanted to learn about the dice. I wanted to do the whole fantasy thing. Hence my love for wizards and all that kind of stuff. But the D&D crowd, they said I didn't fit in, basically. And it kind of floored me, because most of those guys I had protected back in the day anyway, because everybody wanted to pick on those cats. So it was just kind of odd, and I learned a little life lesson that just because there can be good and bad people everywhere. Certain crowd doesn't just because you're a certain crowd doesn't make you a good person. Just because you're a certain crowd doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person either. So that's what I'm saying. The friends that I met along this road has kind of changed my impression of the whole PC crowd. Just because they're so inviting and so warm, so caring, and all that kind of stuff, and they're not using their little bit of knowledge as a as a way to segregate themselves or segregate me from them. It wasn't just because they had that on me. Didn't just because they had that. There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, and I pursued the knowledge on my own. I didn't let the exclusion from those little groups hold me back. I went out and I read up on PC this and studied up on dice and all that kind of stuff, and and all that. Like, it wasn't a hindrance. Oh, I thought I had that. Chest. But the friends I met here, they've reinforced that, hey, there's good people and we accept you, and I appreciate that. I really do. Why Before Z, that's one that I didn't mention. Yeah, he's out there. I was watching a dude from, I think, Japan the other day. I know I watched some Australian people from Australia run into their streams. There's so many people out here that we can meet and be cool with, and go on this ride together with. It's just amazing. Well, Saturdays I work, man. So that's what the problem. That's one of the problems with the Friday night gig, Epic, is I can't stay on too late because I have to get up. I have to clock in. It's not the earliest of times, but I got to be there like 6:30 a.m. And sometimes I get to kick back a little bit at work, but most of the time it's, we're in facility service, so we got to keep the hospital going. Something breaks, we have to go fix it right away. So that's what's up. Saturdays I get off about 4:30. So that's kind of my long day, and then I get home and have to do the weekend that the family's already started, and the chores and get the haircuts and all that kind of stuff. So, but I appreciate it though. I see what you're saying now, and I only read a piece of the comment because I'm trying to kick these keysters over here, these demons' butts. But I'm gonna go back through chat. I think I get what you're saying. Hey, come play. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. But that's how I got into the RPG games. It's because, like Baldur's Gate and all that. It was because of that love. Or that longing for those type of games. RPG, that's the whole reason why I even know they exist. It's because I wanted to do those things. Yeah, let me check with the whole fam bam and make sure they'll let me do it. Because, like I said, my weekend is kind of their weekend. Especially with the little one, gotta catch up on a lot. But yeah, man, straight up, thank you. Thank you for the offer. This dude's coming up after us. Yeah, it was a time, man. It was a strange little thing. I think I had a goatee at like 13, 14 years old, and the beard came in quickly after that. It was about, I've been probably at least 5'9" to 5'9" to 5'10" and a half since maybe seventh grade. Kind of buff back in the days, you know. Yeah, I was a little brute of a kid.
You have given me your power.
From beyond the veil of death, the
Yeah.
power of the spirits now resides within you, as it never has. You now live in both worlds, the true one and its shadow. And it falls to you to save them both.
Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna jump through this portal. Hopefully it gives me a save point. No save point. Yeah, I'm looking for a save point. Oh shit. Excuse my language again. Yeah. I'm gonna resurrect in town. And I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a great stream. I really appreciate the conversation. I really appreciate everybody hanging out and listening to me bellyache about my youth. Excuse me. Um, this has been great. This has been great. I appreciate y'all being here, and we'll keep it going. I'll stream a lot more. I'm trying to work on the schedule. I'm working on, trying to work on is I want to stream Sundays and Mondays because those are my two official off days, and I want to start at 7 a.m. EST and go until about maybe 3 p.m. both days. But we have to get a couple of life things in order to do that, and I'm working on them. But I won't be away as long as I have been. You know, it's been about a good 5, 6 days since I streamed last time. Um, but yeah, I'm getting it together, y'all. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out on this evening. You're gonna be streaming Saturday and Sunday. What times, Idol? What times you gonna be streaming, bro? I'm also gonna be putting out a list of all the people I follow, so you all can follow them. Hopefully it enriches you like it does me. There's folks on all throughout the day, all over the world. Straight up, it's been real good. It's been real good. Thanks for hanging. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay strong. Have a good one, and I really appreciate you being out. Okay, thanks a bunch. Oh, Epic, I'm sorry. I saw that. I see you. These nuts. um, I don't know, man. I have no clue what kind of character. Maybe uh, in honor of Idol, I might be a two-handed warrior, man. A two-handed beast, if that's possible. You know, I wouldn't mind dual wielding two-handed weapons. That sounds pretty brutal. All right, we'll talk though. We'll talk, everybody. Okay, cool, Epic. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Peace out.